got you down there. We should talk to you. Sure, you'll have your next step after this. Congratulations on a kill well made, my good woman. I dare say this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Let's commemorate the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Wonderful stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. I'm not making all the food noises. Another helping? No? Sure? Really is no bother. Ah, very well. I should like to return to our earlier discussion. Out of the virtue of engaged you to hunt with me. Andrea is her name. She roams Norvrent in the guise of Renderay, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She's a most elusive eater who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. I can well imagine the question forming in your head. Why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas, no. For the beasts she slays arise anew as eaters. She pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin-eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Norvrent. Only you and I can stop her. So, she was a warrior of light? Huh. What an odd thing to ask. But never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains or whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. Simple truth is, Renderay was the greatest hunter who ever lived. Beating her at own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? And regardless of what the Warriors of Light were before they became Sin-Eaters, it's what they are now. So, we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. Oh, what say you, friend? Will you hunt Andrea with me? Sure. So begins our formal partnership. I can see it now. You and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side. Picture courage and camaraderie. It's going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways, particularly powerful ones like Andrea. Been doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter. It was easier said than done. Anyway, as soon as I've determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. That is the physical DPS stage 1. Oh, it's the reward lacking? My apologies. Next time I will see that you receive rather more substantial compensation. And stage 2. Wait, it's you. It's really you. You actually came? I mean, never mind. You're here to hunt Andrea with me, yes? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? And wouldn't you know it, one of my hirelings should be returning with new information any moment now. Greetings, my lord. I'm pleased to report that Andrea has been recently sighted in Amarang, in the vicinity of Samuel's backbone, it would seem.
Apparently, there was a right vicious spider that was giving folks trouble, and now that it's been turned, it's about a dozen times worse. They'd be grateful for any assistance.
See. Well done, my friend. Your payment is promised. Why bother going out and pestering the small folk for news when you can employ others to do it for you? Better devote our precious time to rather more important matters, I say. And owing to my winning strategy, we may now depart from Orang and the delightfully named Samuel's backbone. For in pursuing the spider, we may yet find its maker. Okay, so that's not allowed to jump down from here. Rude. How do I get you? You're like over this way, right? Oh, are you in this building? There we are.
Hardly dare hope, but
Here's your necklace.
did find it. Oh, thank you. I've worn this ever since I was a child. Ever since my father first made it for me. The horn he carved for it was magic, he said. It would protect me when I roamed the hills. I thought myself much too old to believe in such things, but nevertheless, when the eaters came for me, I begged it to keep me safe one last time. Just then, a young elven woman appeared, brandishing a glowing blade. She got quite the dashing figure she fought to protect me, like a prince from a fairy tale. She stood over the vanquished eater, she smiled at me and said, "You're safe." I knew then that the necklace had answered my prayers, but that could not have been anything but magic. As long as I have it, I know that I'll be alright.
Way to go, Alize. Okay, so now we can jump from here to the ocular, which is Docile Gate? Yes, Docile Gate. You chilling out at? Ah, outside. Let me in. I always have business with the Exarch. We're bros. What are we looking at?
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Emmett Selk? Emmett Selk! What you making that face for? He's cool.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Doubt.
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon. Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant.
Did, huh? Okay.
Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
But I like fisticuffs.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was.
Such
Though I
effort.
suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
Did we just get told to put on a good show?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
I don't think he's completely lying. Colonel, maybe.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
Kind of sad, really. Then again, I guess I have a superpower.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amareng, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Yes, Alfino, we know. You know
Then I would ask
people.
that you journey to Raktika.
You have many
There you will
leather-bound
find
books.
Yusto. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
I mean, Y'shtola is pretty badass, so yeah.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
What did you do?
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
To what?
Twill
Guide
be
me?
no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Like Emmett?
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Leda Laran.
That seems like a bad idea.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take.
Hey, Snack. Happy Sunday.
Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
How do? Yeah, go away, Blue Elisa.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
There's supposed to be a new setting. Advanced, voiced, cutscenes. It's kind of life. It's kind of being an adult, isn't it? Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There's a church, or rather the ruins of a church at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It's the place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. Most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Rectica, we shall journey on to Fort Job, and then we might secure this relic. No leads. I'm just glad to be able to continue playing FF14. The Pixie Allied Society are fantastic. I love the Lin Meg. It's now got a whole bunch of like Candyland-esque decorations all over it. Any? Not really. We'll be expanding it again next week, so we'll see what gets added to it. That is not what I was trying to do. There's also slides that are like actual slides. It's great. If you're back, it'd better be because you found the Amaro. Oh, you did? In that case, thank you. Really couldn't have afforded to lose such a valuable resource. Now, do we have another quest that just popped up over there? Here amidst these ruins, we'll find the Church of the First Light. Within that hallowed hall, the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. Now, thanks for the hat that I really don't care about. Orange lost in thought. The height of Lakeland's prosperity. These sites serve not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. Have you tried coffee for the waking up bit, or can you not have coffee? Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would down-eye everyone, and did all put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from the fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment. Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot of coffee. Sent to devour sin and sinner both. Whence came the name of Sin Eater. 32 ounces. Please tell me some of that was milk and ice. Oh, you brewed yourself a... Okay. Okay. That's just coffee. Okay.
were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Ah, cashew milk. Never tried cashew milk and coffee. I've tried oat and almond. Where there is light, there hath ever been shade. 'Twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to Arctica Greatwood. But that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. We have several new side quests that have popped up. Very well. Now I want coffee, and I just finished siphoning off my... I'll get coffee on the break in a few. Hi Mel, congrats on being first, almost 2 hours in. Definitely the first one here, absolutely. Yeah, gotta agree with you there. Though putting all those words in between pea and milk probably helps. Honored to speak with you, ma'am. Your deeds at Holminster Switch continue to be an inspiration to us all, and a great many of our new recruits are eager to follow your example. Unfortunately, as things stand, few of them have the strength and skill necessary to do so. They don't like to hear it, of course, but would rather run off to prove themselves against stray eaters and follow our training regimens. Frankly, they're liable to get themselves killed at this rate. Don't suppose you'd be interested in demonstrating just how far they have to go before they reach your level. Very well. I can't ask you to fight them hand to hand, obviously. They aren't even close to ready for that. Perhaps you might show them the ease with which you accomplish the task that they find so burdensome. Collecting Striffid's sap in the Forest of Lost Shepherd, for instance. It always takes at least 3 of them to slay one of the creatures. Then they spend an age getting the cutting to docks, the Crystarium. Love to tell them just how quickly you manage the same. Show them up by doing their job, but quicker. Understood. I've never put pea protein into coffee. Mostly into like fruit smoothies or just like shaken. Indeed. Obviously. No. Well, no. My bathroom is that close because that's how they set up this apartment. Oh, good traveler. Thank the gods you're here. You simply must help deliver us from our unending nightmare. I speak, of course, of those goddamn gremlins who keep sneaking in to defile the graves beyond our fort. Time and again have I and my fellow guards chased them away, only to see them come back in hordes, cackling and sniggering all the way. As if that weren't bad enough, they continually berate us with an array of vulgar aspersions that, rather surprisingly given their limited intellect, more often than not hit painfully close to home. It's gotten so bad that one of our men, that was definitely not me, spent the night crying into his pillow after the last such attack. But I can tell you're not one to let their words wound you, am I right? Of course I am. So I beg of you, go forth to the graveyard and be the gremlin-smiting hero we need. No, Mel, I don't want to read that ridiculous sentence out loud. Did you expect me to? I'm sure you're reciting it to yourself repeatedly in person, so you've already heard it. Fools, a lot of them. How can they fail to comprehend the profound significance of my fieldwork? I truly no recourse but to put my life in mortal danger in pursuit of knowledge? Oh, woe is me. Oh, hello there. Forgive me if I seem a bit flustered. I am a scholar specializing in historical architecture, and I've a mind to pay a visit to Luxon Loft, that I might Assess the full extent of the damage it sustained in the recent stand against the Ilmoran forces. I'd assumed that the Crystarium Guard would be escorting me there to ensure my safety, but they insist they cannot spare a single man for the task. Why, it is almost as if they believe my research to be of less than the utmost importance. How absurd. You're the only person in the world who matters. What's this? Not only have you set foot inside the castle, you fought in the battle itself? Truly fortune smiles on me today. Would you be so kind as to accompany me in my expedition? You would, of course, be handsomely compensated for your services. Splendid. Then let us be off. My research has waited far too long already. Yeah, you go on ahead. I'll be right with you. I'm just gonna do literally everything else there is to do first. A lot. A lot. I mean, if you go by a certain school of thinking, cheese is fermented dairy. So... Curse my clumsy feet. I've hardly done it this time. I was on my way back from an assignment in weathering when, would you believe it? I slipped and fell, sending the sack I was carrying flying out of my hand and high into the heavens. And as if that wasn't bad enough, a massive beast from out of nowhere snatched up my precious belongings in its jaws and carried them off to the gods knows where. Suffice it to say that if I return empty-handed, my commanding officer is like as not to put me on privy cleaning for a week. You must help me, friend. Oh, I have to, huh? I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, there's a large quantity of food products that basically wouldn't exist unless someone was so damn hungry they took a damn chance on whether it would kill them or not. Because, would you eat blue cheese if you didn't know it was safe? Just look at that and be like, yeah, I'll have that. Oh dear, whatever am I to do? Forgive me, I didn't see you there. You've come seeking treatment, I presume? I'm afraid we're not taking in any new patients at the moment. You're not ailing, you say? I'm sorry, I simply assumed. This is an infirmary, you see. Rather, I should say it used to be. My father ran it, you see, but he is no longer with us. Devoured by a sin-eater at the Battle of Holminster Switch, or so I was told. I did not even have the chance to say goodbye. And so I am alone in this world now. There's one man, a member of the guard and dear friend of my father's, who promised he would look after me if things came to the worst. But then he was transferred to a distant and dangerous post, and thus I am unable to so much as share with him the unfortunate news. You look like someone who can hold their own in battle. Would you be so kind as to brave the road and convey my message to this man? Of course I would compensate you well for your efforts. The man's name is Neilden, and God's willing he still serves at Radiscus round. Pray seek him out and tell him that Colfus lives no longer. It pains me to ask a stranger to be the bearer of such grim news, but it would mean everything to me. The road is long and fraught with danger. I would not get very far on my own. I cannot force you to do this, but can you find it in your heart to help me? Yeah, cool. I go tell people. Thank you, my friend. I have no words to express my gratitude. My name is Kalea. Might I ask yours? Till name indeed. Thanks, Sarkon, and be safe. Yeah. 24 scrambled eggs would get rather tiresome.